Hey, this is Stefan Bunch with the 417 Market Update. You know, every time I go out anywhere, the question always is, especially when somebody hears that I have a real estate team, is how is the market? And if I could explain how the market is in one or two sentences, then I would be a genius. But there are so many nuances to that question that it's impossible to do. So I typically say, you know, it's all right. There's good and there's bad. But what's your situation? But today I wanted to kind of dive in a little bit and explain where we are in the market. So specifically for us, we're in 417. So we're going to talk Greene, Christian, and Webster County. And I'm going to give you some actual stats about what the market looks like. If you look at the news, you're going to either see that we're in the worst market in 20 years. You're going to see high interest rates. You're going to have your neighbors also telling you that you should get way more for your house, or some are going to say that you should give your house away. So who do we actually listen to? So here's some actual stats. We'll talk about some national stats in a bit, but it's more important, no matter what the national stats are, to see what your local stats are. And this is why it's so important when you're watching the news as well. If you just get all of the information from the national media, there is so much nuance between what's happening on the coast to what's happening in the Midwest to what's happening in the Northeast. There are so many different prospects, ideas, economies that are going on in those areas that it's impossible to just put it all under one blanket statement. So here are some actual numbers from June of this year compared to June of last year to help us get a really clear understanding of where we're at. So here is our 417 area. First of all, homes sold. So far, June of 2026 versus June of 2025. 654 houses were sold in June of this year. In 2025, 678. So we are down a little bit, about 3.5% transactions-wise from last year. So when you're talking to a real estate agent and you're asking them how the market is, they're probably going to say it feels a bit slower. At the end of the day, if there's fewer transactions, then the real estate agents have less work, and so they're probably going to be a little bit more antsy. So the market is a bit slower when it comes to actual transactions closing. But here's the crazy thing. The median sale price is $295 compared to $290, so it's up 1.7%. And the average sale price, which is different than the median sale price, the average sale price in Greene, Christian, and Webster County is $342,000. Compared to last year, it was $328,000. That's 4.3% when it comes to the actual volume. So even though there have been less transactions, sales volume is up over 1% from last year. And here's another crazy thing. Average days on market last year in June, which is one of the heavier times in the industry, was just under 40 days. This year, it was almost the same. It was 38 last year, 36 this year. Now, this is always a point of conversation as well, because we all remember the crazy time of COVID, 2020, 2021, 2022. You would list a house on the market and it would sell within a few days. You'd have multiple showings, multiple offers, and that isn't quite what our market looks like right now. Between 30 and 60 days is really what the average looks like for a home to sell. So if you get your home under contract quicker than that, congratulations. You might have had it priced a little bit under. You might have different motivations. But if you're going to be looking for that premium price point, you're going to be 30 to 60 days on market on average, unless you find just the right buyer. That was kind of a snapshot of where we're at right now when it comes to June of 2026 compared to June of 2025. We're excited to start this endeavor to kind of work through the trends of what's happening within our market locally. We'll also talk about nationwide market, but as we dive in, we're going to see the trends going up or down. So if you're looking at buying or selling or maybe getting into the market in the next 30, 60, 90 days or 6 or 12 months from now, you can have a really good idea and be well educated on the market other than just what the national media says. So thanks for joining the 417 Market Report.